everyone. Welcome once again to the Voice of the Coast. Joining us tonight, Charlie Solar, the Chief Administrative Officer for the City of Morgan City, and Catherine Holcomb with St. Mary XL. We're talking Bike Morgan City, a comprehensive plan for getting people out of the cars and onto the bikes or on their feet or whatever, and finding a lot of safe spaces around the area. It's a go now. We're definitely doing this, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. How did and you see the plan right here. In a little while, we're going to put it up on screen for you so you can see better what we're talking about. But how did this come about?
You want me to take that
Go
one?
ahead. That's
I'll
started
take that
before my
one.
time.
Yeah, I'll try and keep it short. St. Mary XL in 2017 actually came up. We thought wellness. Let's concentrate on wellness, on something great for the community that people can use and that can join the community together. So we went to H&B Young Foundation. They donated money to finance an engineering company. T. Baker Smith actually designed the plan, and they paid for it. And so we started writing grants with the city administration previous to this one. Mayor Grizzaffi was the mayor at the time, and we were able to get 3 recreational trail grants to be accepted, to be funded through recreational trails. H&B Young Foundation funded the match for each of those grants, so they put in over $120,000 with the foresight of seeing how important this could be to the community. So that was a great advantage, and to have them as philanthropists, and to have the city and Cajun Coast, the Levee District, St. Mary Parish government was behind this, and of course, recreational trails. So we also wrote at the time, with the help of South Central Planning, a Safe Routes to Public Places grant, and there's also a Ped Head grant going in to put up some safe crossings at Brashier, and I'm going to get this wrong, Brashier, the police station, and Roderick Street. And so all of those things have been happening all this time, and they're all coming to, it's like coming to a head. It's all it's just great. It's happening together. So the city, when under Mayor Dragna's administration, went ahead and wrote a RAISE grant. And so the $16.7 million RAISE grant that we got will it will complete, we hope, complete the bike trail.
Right.
And everybody can see the actual trail on St. Mary XL's website. You can go down stmaryxl.com and you can actually see the entire trail, all the engineering specs, all the amounts that would cost, where it will go. And of course, some of those will be modified. And it's just something for wellness for the community, get people out.
This is a combination of trails. It's not one continuous trail. There's kind of offshoots and the idea of having a loop. But we're talking about various things. In some places, it's a specified bike trail.
Right.
It's off the beaten path. In other places, it's a bike lane as part of a road, correct?
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Some places will be a shared path. A lot of places is, off the levees. You can see some over there. And it's to get people out of the house, a quality of life. We don't do enough outside activities because, one, they're not always safe to be outside in some areas where this is a good alternate routes to get to public places, like it just looked like the other original grant said. Want to get downtown, you live in Lakeside, after all this is complete, you're about to ride your bike from Lakeside to get downtown to some type of market or whatever we're doing down Main Street with a safe way, where you cross the highway, it's a safe crossing, and so we want to get people to the event safely and home from the event safely, or just a casual afternoon, you want to take your kids for a bike ride or a walk or whatever.
Right.
You can do that.
You can see there's loops. You said a loop around Lakeside. There's a loop through Wyandotte, through Auburn subdivision. Access to Lake End Park. There's I wasn't even aware of this. There's a connecting bike entrance now, or there will be, to Lake End Park coming along the levee along LA 70. You can go all the way out to the Brownell Park and Tower out there.
One other thing.
Into downtown.
Yeah.
You're about to ride your bike to SLCC,
Right,
to
and
commute
that
to the
was,
school. That was a big part of this,
Yeah.
Because down Young's Road, it's an industrial area, but we will have a safe way for students to get to school with other means of transportation besides vehicles.
Awesome. Okay. Tell you what, we need to take a quick break, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Talk more about Bike Morgan City here on Voice of the Coast. Welcome back to Voice of the Coast. We have with us today Catherine Holcomb with St. Mary XL, Charlie Solar, CAO for the City of Morgan City, and we're talking about Bike Morgan City, a 17-mile route, or 17 miles of bike trails and I guess walking trails all around the city. Some of them already exist, but a lot of work to be done to create some of this, and safety is a huge factor. You mentioned the term pad head a while ago. What is pad head? People may not know that.
So what a pad head is, we currently have one in Morgan City, but it's you get to the crossing and you got the little push the button to clear you. You know, stops all traffic so the pedestrian can walk across. I'm sure everyone used one, New Orleans, Lafayette, all the big cities. So we'll have 4 of them when all this is done. So.
Okay, so we'll be adding some of those, and of course that goes with a traffic light. So we're going to have more traffic lights at a few places in town. Those are primarily at Highway 182, right?
Yes, sir. Crossing 182, and there is lights, Brashier, Myrtle Street by the police station and Auditorium, and then Roger Street by the bowling alley, making its way to Lakeside.
Okay. Now the plan mentions 3 types of trails. A dedicated trail. We see some of those in town already, a couple of them along the levees, and that's a bike path only. A bike trail, or a bike lane, which is a designated lane along a street. But then we talk about shared lanes. What is a shared lane?
The shared lane is the bike on the street. It's striping on the street. I think you have a shared lane around by the library and by Lawrence Park. So it'll be just the striping of the bike trail. People can walk in that lane. So it's a shared lane with the traffic.
Okay. Catherine, we talked about, not we talked about, but recently Chrissy Zarang with Collab spoke in the area, and she mentioned during talking about developing community the idea of third space. And as I understand it, for everybody, first space is where you live, second space is where you work. Third space is that social area that people tend to congregate at, be it whether it's a park, a library. For many of us growing up, it was a bar, but we're kind of getting away from that, and that's a good thing. Sonny in my ear is saying pool hall because he likes to play pool. Whatever it is where you like to congregate. This seems very much like a very valuable third space that will get people excited.
I think so. Well, if the goal is to bring the community together and to connect the entire community. So if I live in Auburn subdivision and I'm on my bike and I'm on the trail, I can get down to Lawrence Park and I can congregate with all my friends there. I can go to any event there. I can also use the entire bike trail as my third space because I'm seeing my neighbors, my friends. I'm out there, and the wellness aspect is there, and it becomes part of the community. When you go to other cities, the trails themselves are the third space. People out there every day, they're saying hello to their neighbors. They see their neighbors. They see the things that they can do for their community. They see things that they can volunteer for because they become a part of that community. And I would say that would be a third space as well, going out to Lakeland Park, to experience what they're having out there. There's so many events out there that you can be a part of. Going to the coffee shop, around town.
Wherever
all
it
those
is,
things.
Fort Star is mentioned on there. A lot of things.
Not just recreational too, because we have a lot of residents that do not have vehicles, so
Right.
we're giving them a safer. And you see them, they got to walk to work or get a ride to work or the grocery store or whatever, the hospital, doctor's offices. So it is the walking trail is compensating around the exterior of the city, but there is some fingers coming across. And the plan is later, like by the grocery stores, possibly a little finger coming in to get to the grocery stores. It definitely compensates around the hospital and all the medical areas. So people who do not have vehicles, it helps them get their everyday life that some of us take for granted.
All right. So when do we see all this happen, and how long should it take?
That's a good question. It is a grant. We're tackling on the first phase of this. Federal money does take time. City government money takes time. We are, I want to say 2030 is expenditures is where it's 2030.
Okay.
May of 2030 actually is the date. So that's when it should be done. It's supposed to be done. So we're
timeline.
yeah, the timeline to be done. We're going to move as fast as we can. It will take, you know, I would love to see some type of construction within a year. By at this time, I'd hope to be sitting here, whether we out for bid or hey, we're starting next week. I would love to be here saying that 1 year from now.
And I would say what's really exciting about it too is the city hired a firm
A
to
consultant
actually
firm.
do to look at the plan and complete what they can see themselves. So the city doesn't have to make those decisions, and they'll have someone who can look at that, the engineering, and actually get it done the right way, and they'll have that help. We'll all have that help too.
Okay, very good. So 5, 6 years out, hopefully we'll see maybe this huge transition of people getting out in their cars and getting in bikes or getting on their bikes to find their way around the city. Charlie, Catherine, appreciate your
Thank
time
you.
being
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us. We will see you again next time on Voice of the Coast. Have a great evening.